Hey, I'm live. Worked on the first try this time. How about that? Hopefully we got a good connection. We already have two people on. For those of you that are watching, please let me know in the chat if my audio sounds good. I realized after taking the thumbnail that I kind of look like the bad guy in John Wick 3 in that picture. But let me know. I see there's 3 people on now. Come on, first commenter. Let me know in the chat. Audio good? Anne-Marie, how's it going? First comment there. How's my audio? Does it sound good? Is it coming through? Hopefully notifications went out. Already the first thumbs up. Thank you for that. That must have been either Anne-Marie or Lord Luigi. Awesome. Good to go. So you saw in the thumbnail, or you may not have seen on the thumbnail, I did get this in from Amazon. It came from China, but it is, and I have my hand sanitizer out as well. But this has been in the mail for like 30 days. So I'm pretty sure that if it got sneezed on by whoever was handling it in China, hopefully the COVID dried up in the mail, since it literally shipped for 30 days. It shipped out March 1st, and I got it yesterday. So Caesar Mariquin is here. Anne-Marie, Knight of Ren, what's up? Daniel Harrison, audio's good. So I'm going to open this one up. This is the comic cell shaded Spider-Man by Mafex. You could see the cell shading on his legs there. But it's this version here. I personally, just on pictures alone, I have not opened this up yet, but on pictures alone, I prefer this version over the original version. The original version kind of looks metallic. And I like metallic paint on figures that are wearing armor. So if you're supposed to look metallic, I like you looking metallic. But if you're wearing something that's not metallic like this costume here, I prefer for it not to look metallic. And the original version looked metallic. Knight of Ren says, I'd be careful with the wrists. Yeah, I'm careful with any Mafex or SHF because those wrist pegs are so damn small and fragile. I'm very careful with those. So, but I'm just looking at it in package here. I love how they do the big McFarlane-like eyes. See the big eyes there? Even that picture there, that is a Todd McFarlane illustrated Spider-Man right there. I'll show it to you right side up. That's McFarlane. So I like how they do the big McFarlane eyes. He was the one that kind of originated the webbing with the threads around it, for those that don't know. And then I got this one as well. I do collect all of the Decepticons from the original 3 Michael Bay Transformers movies. I actually do like Transformers. I like Revenge of the Fallen, and I like Dark of the Moon. After that, it kind of went off the rails. I hear the doggo outside there. But I do like Dark of the Moon. I like Shockwave. I like Sentinel Prime, Megatron. Soundwave was in that. And I got this studio series, Shockwave, right there. So based on what I've seen on videos and reviews, this is a vast improvement over the original Shockwave that was done. I got some comic book pickups. I got one of my boxes in from an online sale that I participated in. I have 1 movie. Actually, it's 3 movies on 1 disc, or maybe it's multiple discs. I don't know. But I have 3. Is it 3? It's 3 Blu-ray movies, 2 of which are from the 70s and early 80s, I think. And then one of them, it's kind of weird because there's 3 movies on this disc. 2 are from the 70s and 80s. One of them is from like the, I don't know when it was made. 2010s, I think. So I'm going to show you that. But let's go ahead and get started. So here we go. Let me see who's here. We've got... Let me start at the top. There's Tay-Tay. We've got Jedi Howard 22, Crimson Fog, Montgomery Designs, David Big Dog, Ramey, Eric Williams, Philly Phil, Mark Goff, Tom Flurry, Willie Woodson. Let me take a look at the comments real quick. Since you have to watch Lego Masters on Fox next Wednesday, it's a Star Wars tribute, really good show. We will have to watch that. We haven't watched Lego Masters yet, but I've recorded a few episodes. And we'll definitely have to watch that because she's really into Legos. They have lots of Legos in the toy room. I see where that Mafex Spidey is super duper fragile. Yeah, I'm going to be very careful with it when I open it up. Let's see here. Willie is from Milwaukee, so greetings. Winston, what's going on? Wearing my arch enemy team's NHL jersey. Yeah, I'm wearing a Sharks jersey today, representing the West Coast. Got the teal Sharks jersey. This is Logan Couture. There's Doggo in the background. Let's see. Comics and Gore says, felt a little loose. Are you talking about the Mafex Spider-Man? Uber Hulk's here. Hulk Smash. I just got that Mafex Spidey yesterday from Amazon from Japan as well. George Jr. 76. What's up, man? What's up? You ever watch a 2B TV? It has all the G1 Transformers G.I. Joe epis. No, but I did see that on YouTube. Hasbro posted, was it all of the G.I. Joe cartoon episodes? I first heard that they were doing like the first season, and then I saw another message that they're doing like all of the G.I. Joe cartoon episodes posted by Hasbro. Hasbro has its own YouTube page, so check it out for what it's worth. If you're into the G.I. Joe cartoons, I'm going to definitely be binging those. Comic Book Beach just says poop. So what's up, BJ Bonsall? Yeah, they Mafex Spidey felt a little loose. Still love it, though. I'm going to open that one up first because now you guys got me worried. Did you watch Crisis on Infinite Earths? I saw a couple episodes of that. I didn't watch the whole thing through. Corey?
Boy.
All right, so let's go ahead and... Boy. Let's see here. We're going to go through... I'm going to show you the movie I got. Are you taking him, too? Okay. Boy. So I'm going to show you the movie that I got first. Again, I had mentioned that it's a triple feature. I'm just going to show you. Bam. So it's got Superman the movie, Christopher Reeve, Superman 2, the Richard Donner cut, my favorite movie, Superman 2 right there. My favorite Superman movie, that is. And then it's got Superman Returns, Brandon Routh right there. So, yeah, I guess I'm not 100% sure, but I think Superman Returns was supposed to be a direct sequel to the original Christopher Reeve Superman movies. So there you go. I got this. This was, I don't know, like $10, $12 or something on Amazon. But I will definitely be watching this. I haven't seen Superman or Superman 2 in a few years. So I'm really looking forward to watching that. At the end, we'll just start rattling off 80s movies and stuff. We had gotten into that on Monday, just talking about different 80s movies that we liked. So at the end of this, if we have time, we'll just start rattling them off. And I'll start writing them down so that I can maybe purchase those. All right, so some comic books that I picked up. Again, I participated in an online sale. Check with your local comic shop because obviously comic shops across the United States are all closed down, right? Or most of them are, a lot of them are closed down because they are non-essential and they're being forced to shut down. So what I have done is follow them on Facebook, and a lot of these comic book stores are doing Facebook live sales where they're selling different comics. These happen to be new comic books that came out, I think it was last Tuesday or the previous week. But I participated in one last night, and I bought all 80s books, like old Uncanny X-Men. I bought some old Batman issues. What else did I buy? Old Wolverine issues, the John Buscema Wolverine from like the 90s. But I'll just show you what I got here. So first of all, this one right here is called Queen of the Black. I don't even freaking know. Queen of the Black Coast. What I know about this is that it is basically an R-rated Conan book. It is not made by Marvel because Marvel currently has like the Conan book, but this one is made by a Blaze studio. But I guess Conan might be like public domain because this is literally Conan. It says Robert E. Howard's Savage Hero Uncensored. So there's very violent images in this. There's a couple bad dudes that get beheaded. And then there's some other There's some hanky-panky going on between these two in these books, but I just wanted to check it out, so I got that one. This is issue 1, Queen of the Black Coast. It's an R-rated Conan. And then I got issue 2 also, and then this one is like an homage to Crisis. So that Crisis on Infinite Earths cover, this is like a variant cover, and pretty cool. So there's a couple Conan books. I am a Conan fan. I do read the Marvel Conan books. This one right here is Batman issue 90. This is the second print. I got this primarily for the cover because the issue 90, this is the first appearance of, I think, Designer. 89 was Punchline, but first appearance of the new villain, the Designer. And I have the other cover, the cardstock cover with, I think it's Riddler on the cover. But I did not have this cover, so I got the second print. This will also be like my little reader copy of that because I think issue 90 went up in price, so I'll just use this as my reader. I got the first 2 issues of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So this is a new series. I'm not sure if it's a mini series or an ongoing, but Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I'm very excited for the Disney Plus TV show, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Here's issue 2. I know nothing about this comic book. I don't know if it's good. I don't know if the art's good. I just bought it because I have been reading a lot during this quarantine, and I'm running through my my read piles. So I'm just basically stocking up on reading material. This one right here is a giant size X-Men #1 Nightcrawler. They did a Emma Frost and Jean Grey. They did a Magneto, and then here's Nightcrawler. I got this one because it is Jonathan Hickman is the writer, and I love his writing on X-Men. But Alan Davis, for those that are not aware, Alan Davis was the illustrator on the 90s book Excalibur, which had Nightcrawler in it. It had Nightcrawler, Shadowcat, Rachel, Phoenix. It had Captain Britain, and then Megan, and then Lockheed. I think I got everyone there in Excalibur, but I absolutely loved that book in the 90s. And anytime Alan Davis draws Nightcrawler, I'm 100% in. So I got that. I got the most recent copy of Immortal Hulk. And this is a variant cover, a badass variant cover. Look at that. So much like horror type illustration in these Hulk books. They really brought Hulk back to like a horror element, like body horror and stuff, a lot of monsters. But this apparently, I think this is Legacy issued 750. So big milestone issue for Hulk, but pretty cool. I like that throwback variant cover. Joe Bennett is the artist on that variant. I think that's double sized too. I got this one right here. This is a Road to Empire. This is going to be, hopefully, if we get comics back in a relatively short time, Empire was going to be the big crossover event during the summer or spring. Was it spring or summer? I don't even know at this point, but Empire, which involves the Kree and Skrull, not Skull, it was going to be a big event. Why can I not say Skrull? Kree-Skrull War. And this was kind of the lead-in, the prologue. And this got really good reviews, so I decided to pick it up. 2 more comics left. I got What's Up, IP? I just saw you popped on there. I got 2 more books, and these are both Star Wars books. I picked up the first 2 issues of Star Wars Bounty Hunters. I know nothing about this other than it has to do with bounty hunters, and it might have Boba Fett and Bosk and this frickin' T-1000 there, T-800, whatever that is, Arnold looking bounty hunter. I got the this variant right here, Snowspeeder and AT-AT, pretty badass. But I got the first 2 issues of Bounty Hunters. If you've read Bounty Hunters, let me know if it's any good. But there you go. Those are my comics for now. I got another box of comics coming, and then I got another box of comics coming after that. I need to kind of slow down on the online sales because I'm always finding stuff that I'm interested in. So let's go ahead, and I covered the Blu-ray. Someone, I forgot who it was, but I got this request a couple times, wanted to see this thing up close. This is Mezco. This is the Mezco Magneto. If you're in here and you're watching right now, shout out if that was you that wanted to see this, but I wanted to show you this. This is the Mezco Magneto, one of my favorite Mezcos. I freaking love this figure, and I had talked about it previously. If you see the cape, I've kind of tried to like manipulate the cape. It's got a wire in the cape, and this is kind of new for Mezco because for the most part, Mezco's previously with all the Batman figures and Superman and Shazam, they didn't have wire capes. They had a system that plugged into the base that had these like wire bendy plastic metal arms, and you would attach them to the cape and articulate them that way. And I thought that was literally the dumbest system for articulating a cape. I know it was their original system, but I never used it. I don't think anyone really used it. It was kind of weird and didn't really look good. But there you go. They're now using wire capes. So there's Magneto. I absolutely 100% recommend this figure. I freaking love this figure. Again, one of my favorite Mezcos in my collection. But looks great. Classic Magneto. I mean, super classic look right there. I usually don't use these stands because they take up a lot of room in my Detolf, but I have both my Green Lanterns. I got Hal Jordan and John Stewart on these stands. Anytime I have a character in flight, I will use these stands because they're very sturdy. Look at that. Not fallen, nothing like that. Very sturdy. But Mezco makes a damn good flight stand. So there you go. There's Magneto. I absolutely recommend this figure. I also recommend, I haven't gotten it in my hands yet, but I've seen pictures of it and it looks freaking incredible. The PX Previews exclusive, which I think should come out next month, hopefully. I know stuff is slowing down left and right because of the whole thing that's going on, but hopefully we get that PX Magneto soon because I really, really like the aesthetic of that, and I can't wait to get that one. All right, so before I open these two figures, I'm going to catch up on comments, take a look real quick. Cerrone Games Go says, Magneto always needs a stand on the shelf. Absolutely. There's certain figures like Storm, Magneto, Flyers, they need flight stands. So, yeah, Magneto definitely needs a flight stand. Absolutely. He looks kind of strange just standing there. But Jethro says, hey, since you should get the 1000 Toys Hellboy. I've heard that from many, many people. Narc also recommends that figure, and I've seen it. I've had it in my hand. It looks awesome. I do like it a lot. The only thing I didn't really care for that much, but again, overall, I really like the figure, and I would probably get that figure. The only thing I didn't like were the fingers, how you could see like the joints in the fingers. You could see like the metal joints and stuff. Not a huge gripe, but overall, I really like the way that looks. Figure God is here. Much love from the Figure God. What's up, man? The 89 Batman Mezco is going to be interesting because the body's supposed to be seamless. That worries me a little bit, Lord Luigi. Anytime a body is seamless, I have some Hot Toys that have seamless bodies. Thor, specifically, Road-Worn Thor, right there. Anytime a figure has seamless body, I worry about the rubber ripping because basically it's a metal skeleton, like a wire bendy metal skeleton inside a rubber bodysuit. And I just think back to those rubber toys that I had, like the Stretch Armstrong and stuff when I was a kid, and how they would rip. I know the rubber that they use now is probably a lot more sturdy. That Thor is probably a lot more sturdy than like older rubber-based toys and stuff. But I don't know. It worries me a little bit. Hopefully it turns out really good. The new Black Widow Deluxe Marvel Legend comes with a flight stand. Yeah, the white one, that's like $30. The white suit one comes with a flight stand. That flight stand looks very like involved. It's not as simple as like a clear like arm and then a thing. It looks like it's got like a lot of things to it. Just waiting on my Mezco Conan to ship. I can't wait for that figure. I'm really excited for that one. What's my favorite Marvel Legend? This year, it has been Red Hulk, Doctor Doom, She-Hulk has been really good. Those are the three that are on the top of my head right now that I really like. But, oh, and Monster Venom. Monster Venom has been fantastic. What's up, Sean March? So shout out to Sean. If you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, I posted some pictures of the Nerd Bar, and Sean actually created a diorama for me that replicates my old nerd bar from my old house in Cincinnati. And I didn't have a place for it. It's just kind of been sitting in my closet here, and I finally found a place for it, and it's like prominently displayed. I'm pointing to a monitor. I have like 3 monitors here, but I'm pointing to a monitor, and right on the other side of that monitor, I have figures, and it's literally right on the other side of that. So I found a really great place for it. I freaking love the thing. It looks so awesome. But check out my Instagram, check out my Facebook, take a look at those pictures. I have like the modern X-Men in there. So I have Cyclops, Emma Frost, Magic, and then 3 of the Stepford Cuckoos in there. So, but huge shout out to Sean for making that thing. It's literally one of my favorite things in my entire collection. So, but I'm glad I finally found a really good place for it. I didn't want to like put it somewhere where I wasn't going to see it all the time. So now it's somewhere where I literally see it all the time. Did I pre-order the Mezco 89 Batman? I did indeed. Yeah, I pre-ordered that one. That was an instant pre-order for me. That one was hard to pre-order. A lot of web traffic. But then later on in the day, I think that lasted on there for like 24 hours. But like the initial, it was very stressful to pre-order that one because the initial like 2 or 3 hours, Mezco was just like hourglassing. It was not going through. Cerrone Game says, shout out to Sean on that Dio of the Nerd Bar. Absolutely. Sean, amazing work because the Nerd Bar looks great. It will live on always. 120 people in here, 33 thumbs up. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for joining me. 21 minutes in. I got an hour to hang out here. Let's get to the unboxing because you guys got me a little worried on this guy here, saying how loose it is and how fragile it is. But I'm going to be very careful with it. I can't wait to open this thing up because every picture I've seen of this thing articulated looks fantastic. So let me go ahead. First of all, if you're just joining me, this is the Comic Cell shaded or like, it's the Comic Cell variant Spider-Man by Mafex. You could see kind of the Comic Cell on the legs there, but let me go ahead and open this sucker up. It took 30 days. I ordered on Amazon for like, how much was this thing? I freaking forgot, but it's a really good price compared to the original price. But it took the arm for the Mafex stand just fell out. It took a long time to get to me because it shipped from China. All right, so I got this back. That's what fell out. I love the Mafex stands, by the way. I think they sell these individually. I would love to buy like a 10-pack of these because it's one of my favorite figure stands. I think they work really, really well. Yeah, I definitely want some more of those for more of my flyers. All right, so here we go. I got to be careful when I take the top off because I don't want all these freaking accessories. It's got a ton of accessories, a lot of hands, a lot of web. All right, moment of truth. It's out of the package. Put it there. Got that. I'm not going to take all the accessories out. I'm going to take a few out. I'm definitely not going to take all the hands out, but I'm going to take some of the thwippies out. What other thwippies can I show you? I'll show you a long one, a medium one, short one. Let's do this. All right. Your thoughts on Mafex Batman Hush? I want to buy them all because they look freaking awesome. They look amazing. All of the pictures I've seen, I'm just being very careful, concentrating here. All of the pictures I've seen of the Hush Batman and all the figures they're doing, I think they showed the Catwoman. What else have they shown? Superman. They all look great. All right, so it's got the drop-down legs. Sorry. I'm not very good at unboxing because as soon as I get it out, I just start looking at it myself. You guys aren't seeing what I'm seeing, but I'll show you in just a second. I'm just checking everything. All right, so my head is not loose, so that's good. I'm just checking all the stuff that people have kind of said, be careful of this and that. Let me check this wrist. Okay, it's looking good. So here we go. This is the Mafex cell-shaded Amazing Spider-Man, and you could see the comic shading in the legs prominently, in the torso, like the ab area, and then the inner bicep, the elbows, shins. But I really like this. This is awesome. And I think I'll appreciate it even more once I can get it into some really dynamic poses. But it looks like it kind of has like a whitewash on the upper chest here and the upper abs. Almost like the sun's shining on him. Kind of an interesting look there. And then he's got the kind of like the white spot on the top of his head too. Like he's in the sunlight is basically what I think they're trying to do. Obviously, because he has like shading and shadowing on his legs and whatnot. So just test out the shoulders. All right. Now I'm not going to go through full range because I don't want to break anything here. But as you can see, he's got double jointed elbows and he bends his elbows. I mean, look at how far he can bend his elbows. He's got shoulder articulation, kind of a weird like butterfly joint. Usually on Marvel Legends butterfly joints, the butterfly is like on the inner, like the outer pectoral, but it's more so on his, is that a trap? Like kind of like near the shoulder. So it could more so bends up than folds in, if that makes any sense. There's his ab crunch, and he has like that cut in the abs, but he also has that waist articulation. So kind of the same thing that you saw on like the Snake Eyes figure that I showed the other day. He's got that waist articulation there. And then it's got a drop down system for the legs. So you pull the legs down and then you can really like get the legs out and up. Pull the legs down. It pulls it away from like the crotch area, and then you can like bend it better. Double jointed knees. You could see that there. And let's look at the ankle. So he's got toe articulation too. So you could see the toe bend and then bend up and then bend down on the ankle. So a ton of articulation on this figure. I really freaking like the way it looks right out of the package. Just to show you some of the effects here. It comes with many thwippy thwips. This is one of the long ones with that at the end. And then a medium one. And then the short one there. And you can't see this on this camera because of the lighting and whatnot, but it's got that McFarlane kind of threading around the thwippy. And then the medium and short ones have this little system at the end there where you take the hand off and then you put that in and then you put the hand on around it and it kind of just stays there on the wrist. This long one though does not have that. So this must be for him to like hang on to. Here is the, let's see if I can get this to work. Hey, I Josh Pensed it. How about that? Freaking got it to do it, to focus. And then there it goes again. Let's try that again. Nope, not going to do it. There it goes. Hell yeah. There's a first time for everything. There's the Peter Parker head sculpt. Also comes with this other masked head sculpt. Less McFarlane-like eyes there. Smaller eyes. But I will probably keep this head on because I love the big McFarlane eyes there. Badass. I really like this. And let me go ahead and sanitize because I'm paranoid. But Simon Gould is here. Just looked at the comments here. What's up, man? Maybe the Toy Hunter. Philly Guy Finds. I pensed it. Don't say thwippies. Nighter Brent says, what do you call them? Webbing? Uber Hulk says, Spider-Man looks like the arcade figures NECA made with the whitewashing parts. Yeah, like the Contra figures, which I do want to pick up that 2-pack, the Contra 2-pack. That's been one of the ones that if I ever find it for a good price, I'm just going to pick it up. What did that say? It said thoughts on the new Star Wars, the Black Series figures revealed yesterday. Beskar Mando, yes, absolutely. Admiral Akbar, 100%. It's not a trap. I'm going to freaking get that figure right away. I didn't see the Vader, Empire Strikes Back Vader. Tebow, Ewok. Is that our first Black Series Ewok? I think it might be. And I'm really excited. I hope they do. They could do a freaking 6-pack of Ewoks. Wicket, Tebow, freaking Low Gray. Do a bunch of Ewoks. I'll buy them all. I freaking love the Ewoks. I put my Ewok Village, by the way, if you don't see my vintage Ewok Village, I put it out in the loft area. For those that are familiar, if you might remember from my old Nerd Bar, if you looked at the Instagram picture this morning, you saw it. I have it's a light up canvas picture of the second Death Star. Mrs. Cincy got me that for, it was either my birthday or Christmas one year. But you push a button and the Death Star lights up. It's got little lights in it and they like twinkle. But I have that on my wall out there, and right under that I put the Ewok Village. I think it makes sense, because that's what they would see if they were in the Ewok Village in Return of the Jedi. So there you go. Let's see. Just joined. I got to say I'm impressed. Josiah Perez Garcia is impressed. Will you get any of the DC McFarlane multiverse figures? Yes, I have them all so far except for Superman Unleashed and Batgirl. I have Superman, Batman, Hellbat Batman, Joker, Batman Who Laughs, and then Nightwing. Those are the ones I have so far. I do need to get the Batgirl so I can finish this Bad Mamma Jamma, this Batmobile, because that's the part that I'm missing right there. It comes with the Batgirl. It's on Amazon for like $23. I've just kind of hesitated on pulling the trigger on that, but I just want to show you that again. Look at that. Let's see how he scales. Do I have any Marvel Legends nearby? Oh, I got that. Oh, there's a good one. All right. This is a long jersey, by the way. See how long it is? Anyway, I got a couple Marvel Legends here. There's Monster Venom. So here is Mafex Spidey comic version next to... Ideally, I'd like these standing on a plane so that you could... Not on like a flying plane, but like on a flat surface so you can see the difference. But there's the difference in size. Red Hulk and Mafex Spidey. And then here is... I have them in a crunched. Because you can... If you watch my review on this, you can crunch them or you can have them upright. I have them kind of crunched. But look at that. That's pretty badass right there. I like that. So this will probably just go on my Legends display. I'm not sure how many more Mafex Marvel figures I'm going to buy. But it'll probably just go on my Legends display. Because I was thinking about this the other day. I showed this one the other day. This is the Figuarts Han Solo from Force Awakens. I was like, how the hell am I going to display that? This is going to go on my Black Series display. So I figure that that's how I'm going to do it. Because I'm going to get the Kylo Ren from Rise of Skywalker as well. They'll just go on the Black Series display. So let's see. Tebow's the first Black Series. Odd first choice. Yeah, you would think that they would do Wicket first because he was kind of the main Ewok. SH Figuarts announced Beskar, Mando, IG-11, and Child. Yes, that IG-11 and Child. I'm definitely going to get that one. That one looks phenomenal. And then didn't the Beskar Mando have the Child in the... And I love the name of this. It's called the Hover Pram. The little baby look thing that would just like follow him around. I saw... I don't know if that's the official name of it, but I saw it. Was it on Hot Toys? They call it the Hover Pram. So, actually, I like the look of the Mafex Infinity War cap. Mafex Infinity War cap. I don't remember if I've seen that. Oh, I have seen that one. That does look good. Would you be interested in collecting any of the old school Toy Biz X-Men figures? No. Juggernaut Jones asked that. I was not really into the old school Toy Biz before they turned into like Marvel Legends. I wasn't really into those at the time. That was like mid-90s, wasn't it? What did I collect in the mid-90s? I don't know if I can remember what I was collecting in the mid-90s. Wrestling figures. I was really into wrestling figures. Ruthless Aggression and Jack's Pacific stuff then I was really into. A lot of Star Wars stuff too. Does anyone know when pre-orders start for the SH Figuarts Beskar and Mando? I have not heard, Clifton. Did you see that Sony canceled their movies till 2021? Doesn't surprise me. Are you thinking about getting any new JLA Sideshow figures? Patrick Peluso asked that. I'm actually thinking about, if I can free up some spending money, I'm thinking about buying some of the Hot Toys Justice League figures from the Justice League movie. I saw some new pictures I had not seen before of like Flash, and I saw them in 4K, so pretty crystal clear. I saw Flash, Wonder Woman, and Batman, and something about them, I was just like, wow, those look really good. I've seen multiple reviews of them. I've seen them all over the internet and stuff, but just seeing them in 4K and seeing how detailed they were really kind of made me want those figures. So Hot Toys, Justice League figures. I don't really have a whole lot of room in my display. I would probably need another Detolf, but they just look really good. Night of Ren says, since you do watch major wrestling figure podcasts or listen to the podcast, I've listened to maybe one or two of the podcasts, but I watch every single one of their YouTube videos. I really like their videos, including the one that I think it was one of their newest ones where Zack Ryder actually shows a full match that he did when he was a backyard wrestler, trampoline wrestling. And it was pretty entertaining. Hey, since you do collect Mythic Legions, Star Chris says, yeah, I was collecting them pretty heavy, and then I needed to limit the amount of stuff I was collecting, so I sold most of mine off. But if you look right there, that's my Detolf shelf for Mythics. So I have 2 Goblin Ogres, I have Bolthar the Tower, I have Cassia, and I can't freaking remember that guy's name to save. Tolgren or something? The little dwarf guy with, he looks like Sheamus from WWE in the face. But I do love Mythic Legions, and yes, I do collect them. Let's see. I just got out of the hospital yesterday, too. I was there for 2 days. It was gnarly. Wicked Hunter, I hope you're doing all right. Sorry to hear that you were in the hospital, but hopefully you're doing well. What Transformers do you have? Those 2 shelves there are Masterpiece scale or official Masterpiece. Those 3 on the Decepticon shelf and all the cassettes, those are all official Masterpiece. I have Soundwave, Megatron, Starscream, and then I have the tapes Frenzy, Rumble, Ravage, Laserbeak, Buzzsaw. And then up there, you can't see it because of the glare, but I have Optimus Prime, Masterpiece. I have Wheeljack up there. I have, is that Prowl? Official Bumblebee I have, and then I have third-party Master Cosmos, Sea Spray, Gears, Windcharger. You'd think that I'd be able to remember which ones I have by now because I don't have that many. I also have DX9, which is a third-party Omega Supreme up there. Right behind Skeletor, the Filmation Skeletor, and Skeletor from the movie. I'm kind of doing a He-Man multiverse thing up there because I have Skeletor from the Filmation, Skeletor from the movie, He-Man from the movie, and He-Man Filmation. So, Tormund Redfin. Thank you very much, Knight of Ren. Yes, I always forget his name. Tormund Redfin is the dwarf guy down there, right there. You plan on picking up Earthrise Prime? Yes, as soon as I can find it for less than $73 friggin' dollars. I saw it in the store twice, and I passed on it twice. I was like, I'll just get it later. I'll just wait for a sale. When Target has a sale, they always have like 20% off, 25% off. I'll just get it then. And we just got a package, so hopefully Mrs. Cincy was not on a conference call because the dog is losing his frickin' S right now. What package are we getting today? Might be some comic books. We'll find out, I guess. Anyway, what was I talking about? I was talking about... I don't freaking remember. Someone remind me what I was talking about before the doorbell rang. What do you think of the Studio Series Transformers? I like the Decepticons. I don't want to collect them all because there's just too many and I don't have enough room. So I decided to collect all of the Decepticons from the first movie. You can see them down there. And then I have, I'm starting to collect all of the Decepticons from Dark of the Moon as well. So I've got Megatron, I've got Soundwave, and that's a natural segue into me opening up this Shockwave. I'm going to open up this Shockwave right after I get a drink. And then I can't wait for Sentinel Prime as well. Earthrise Prime before the bell. Oh, Earthrise Prime. Yeah, so I passed on it a few times. I started watching it on Amazon. It was like $50 retail price, and then it freaking jumped up to $85, and then it jumped and went down to $73. So it's currently over retail on Amazon, which I'm not going to pay over retail for it. They'll make more. I'll get it later, but I definitely want the Earthrise Prime. Hellspawn Hulk, can you please look at my Instagram message? Yes, I will. I'll look at it as soon as we're done with the live stream here. But let me open this one up. So this is Shockwave. I really freaking loved Shockwave and that big drilling worm thing that he rode around in Dark of the Moon. I thought that was so cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Comic books. So here's comic book package number 2 here. But I really, thank you, Tay-Tay. I really liked the Driller. Everyone's visiting me now.
Hi.
Hi, there's P-Dog.
Hi.
Hi. I'm just going to open this up here. Anyway, I really liked in Dark of the Moon the opening scene with Shockwave and the Driller and how the Driller went under the ground. And Optimus, you saw Optimus with the trailer. I think that was the first time we saw Optimus with the trailer in Dark of the Moon. And it popped him up, and then the trailer turned into like a big armory. They left my door open. Hey, Tay-Tay, can you shut my door, please?
You wanna go, Will?
There goes the doggo. Anyway, I loved the Driller, and it took down the building. Anyway, let me just open this before I freaking just get diarrhea of the mouth here. What's the most overpaid for a figure over? What's the most you've overpaid for a figure over retail? I try not to ever do that because I try to stay vigilant and pay retail for something. But the other day on a live stream, someone asked about Red Hulk, and they said, $40 for Red Hulk. Would you pay it? I think it was that's what it was, because the retail price on Red Hulk is $30, and they're like, hey, my buddy got one. He wants to sell it to me for $40. Would you do that? And normally I'd be like, I'd probably hold out and just try and find it. Stay vigilant. Check, what's the name of that frickin', not Brixie, because that one hasn't been very effective. The other one, Pop Finder. Check Pop Finder. Stay vigilant. Wow, those are really small. He's got, whoa! Just took a friggin' nosedive. These things are so freaking small. Look at how tiny they are. I forgot their names, but they're just like minuscule. Anyway, hopefully I didn't break something on this. Hey, there he is. Right after he freaking nosedived. All right, now I'm going to do my thing where I just take a look at it myself. What was I talking about? And there goes that thing. Brains and Wheelie, thank you. What would I do without you guys? You guys bail me out all the time. When I get these brain farts, I can't freaking think of stuff. Wow, that's really soft plastic right there. Look at how soft that is. Has this thing been sitting in the sun? Look at how that's amazing. I was not expecting this thing to be that soft plastic. These are usually like harder plastic, but hey, I guess it works. So this is such a freaking improvement over the original one. The original, was that a Voyager? The Dark of the Moon? All right, so here we go. Here is Shockwave. I'm going to show you the front and the back. I'm not going to even try and transform this because, again, I'm no good at that. But look at that. Metallic paint, as it should be because he's a robot. It's got hints of purple. I was afraid it was going to be too purple because I watched Dark of the Moon the other day, and you could see purple kind of reflecting in his armor when he's like, when the light's shining on him. And I was afraid they're going to overdo it on the purple, but they do not. This is perfect. So you could see hints of purple in the chest there, hints of purple. Let's see if you can see it in the feet as well. But this thing is badass. I know a lot of people hate Michael Bay designed Transformers. It's not Transformers to them, but I enjoy those movies. I enjoy those 3 movies. Transformers, Revenge of the Fallen was a complete frickin' story-wise, it was just all over the place, but I enjoy them for what they are. Big, loud action movies, popcorn movies. I enjoy them for that. They're guilty pleasures for me because I know a lot of people hate them. Transformers fans hate those movies, but I do enjoy them, and I watch them on Blu-ray. I own the Blu-rays. I rewatch them, but here's the Shockwave. He's got that big old gun, and every scene that he was in, it seemed like he was holding his arm up like that, and he was like a big shotgun, like just kind of loading his big pulse cannon there. So I'll probably have him in that pose because he literally did that every time he was on screen. And then here's that kind of like melee weapon, that kind of sword or whatever that is. That's really, really soft plastic. The back of this is interesting. He's got those kind of like little, it's almost like a jetpack, those exhaust, those jets. They do move around a little bit.
Daddy,
yes.
the thing won't work.
Okay. I got 15 minutes left.
Right now.
As soon as I'm done, I'll figure it out, okay? So there's the feet as well. I've seen that some people have this part down to use as kind of like a heel support, or they just have it up like that. I'm not sure how I'm going to display it. It kind of depends how it looks in the detail, but I really like this figure a lot. This looks amazing. And Hasbro has really come a long way. Hasbro's come a long way with Black Series figures, with Marvel Legends, with Transformers, all of their products. The Power Rangers, Hasbro is freaking killing it. Now, this is another thing I wasn't expecting. So these hands, look at that. Soft plastic again. Very, like, rubbery plastic right there. Huh. Interesting. There's the hand. I like the hand, the way the hand looks. That's badass. So there you go, guys. Those are my two action figure pickups that I wanted to share. Shockwave Studio Series. I love it. It's going to look great on a shelf with Megatron, Soundwave, and eventually Sentinel Prime. I think Sentinel Prime comes out in May, I think, last time I checked. There again is the cel-shaded Spider-Man, which I can't wait to get this thing in a badass pose. Definitely going to use the flight stand on this guy. But I'm really, really enjoying this figure so far. Before I start articulating it, I want to be very, very careful with it. So I don't want to just start like bending it and testing all the tolerances and whatnot. So that's all I had. I just got a package, obviously, comic book package. And I'll share that on the Friday stream, along with, I think I might be getting maybe one or two other figures in the mail, but I'll share that. By the way, Shockwave also comes with this little dude here with a parachute to kind of recreate the scene where they're parachuting in and the parachute lands on his head and serves as a distraction. But I will not use this. I think it's a interesting. Oh, there it goes. It's an interesting little addition, a little accessory, but I'll probably not use that in my display. Kind of looks a little cheap to me. But let's go ahead and chat it up. We got 12 minutes here. Let's take a look at the chat, and we'll talk about stuff there. So, Wicked Hunter says, "Dang, that looks sick." Oh yeah, Spock voiced a Transformer. I forgot. Yeah, Leonard Nimoy voiced Sentinel Prime. Oriole for you. You're selling me on Hasbro stock. They're killing it, man. I just wish that their prices weren't stopped going up. For the most part, their prices are going up at like GameStop raised their price a little bit, but hopefully the Legends and the Black Series stay under 20. I like the price point, the $19.99 and lower price point. Let's see here, 77 Jason 77. Aloha from Hawaii. Finally getting to watch this live. Am I missing the live countdown or something? It's I'm not doing any kind of notification. Usually I would send out a little Facebook message and say, hey, I'm going live at noon. But it doesn't look like the notifications are going out either. I noticed on Josh Pence went live yesterday. I didn't get a notification, but I knew he was going live at a certain time, so I popped on. So I don't know if notifications are necessarily going out. I would just, if you want to be notified, hit the bell. I think you'll probably get it then. That is really loud out there. What is she on the treadmill?
Two.
Is Tate on the treadmill?
Yeah, and I do not know what she listen to.
Oh, okay. Are you looking forward to the McFarlane Spawn figure? Yes, I can't wait for that. I pre-ordered that at GameStop. Really looking forward to that McFarlane Spawn figure, and I hope they do a lot more. Hasbro hasn't raised their prices. Night of Ren at GameStop, they went up a little bit, but hopefully they just stay around that same price point. Hasbro is hit or miss to me. Robert Chattel says, how do you feel about GameStop going out of business? It makes me sad because I have very, very good friends of mine. One specifically works at GameStop, and I don't want him to be out of a job. I don't want anyone to be unemployed, especially right now. I want everyone to be gainful, provide for their families. So it sucks that GameStops are going out of business. I've known a lot of people that worked at GameStops that were really, really good people, nice people. So I don't like it. This live stream is sponsored by Diet Pepsi. How long have I been holding this that I'm just waiting to drink it? Joey Exotic is on. Tiger Cincy. The wife watched that Tiger King. I went down there and made a snack while she was watching it, and I was just rolling my eyes and shaking my head. I'm like, what are you watching? But she seemed to really enjoy that show.
A weird person show.
It's definitely a weird person show.
And even this boy was like in jail.
A boy was in jail too. So apparently she caught some of the show while watching her iPad down there. Loving new Legends. My main addiction. Band Presto statues too. Those things look awesome. Art. Hasbro Pulse, they haven't raised them, but GameStop has always marked up their stuff higher than MSRP. The GameStops near me are closed because of the stupid virus. GameStop is going out. I don't think they're going out of business entirely. I know that some stores have shut down. There we go. That should do. My throat is getting dry. Are you getting the Figuarts 89 Keaton Batman? Probably not. Shoji C asked that because I have the Mezco on pre-order, and the Mezco will probably be my Keaton Batman of choice. There's the doggo in the background. There's doggo butt right there. Doggo butt.
Doggo butt?
You popped your head in. I was pointing to Willie's butt. Anyway.
I'm not doggo butt.
You're not doggo butt. You're pee dog.
I'm not pee dog.
I haven't had soda in over a month. Now I want one. I'm telling you, this is very, very refreshing. This live stream is sponsored by Diet Pepsi. Send me some free Diet Pepsi, please. Let's see. Good to the last drop. It's good until it loses its carbonation. The best is when you first pop it open and it's ice cold. Then it just gets like less cold, less carbonated, and it's less tasty to me. But I tell you what, I started drinking the Pepsi Max, the one that's like 0 carbs or 0 sugar. That's really good. Is it Pepsi Zero? TM Hunter 49 says, I don't know if it's Pepsi Max or Pepsi Zero, whatever it is, I like it. Hey, Cincy, do you frame your comics that are autographed? I need to determine some nice frames to use. So what I used to use, I don't have wall space for them now. What you see right there, that's original art. Those are the pages that are penciled and inked by the artist before they send them off to get scanned to be made into the comic book. But what I used to have is floating frames. And basically it was a black frame with 2 pieces of glass. There was no background. And I would place the comic book. Basically what I used to put in there were not signed comic books, but I would pay artists at comic shows to commission a piece of art. I would buy like the blank cover comic books. What I'll do, how about this? I'll show you some of those on the Friday stream. I'll show you some of the blank white comic books that I got commission artwork on. But I would put those in those floating frames. It's a really, really nice aesthetic when you have them up on your wall. Just the clear plastic, no background or anything. Just looks great. Night of Ren, I need to drink more water. Night of Ren says, I drink water nonstop. I drink more water now than I used to, that's for sure, and less sodas than I used to. Vitamin water is also very good. I drink a lot of that. Here, this video is also sponsored by XXX Vitamin Water Zero. Ionica's Toy Reviews is here. I used floating frames before for 2 of my comics. Oh, yeah, it's April 1st. Hey, today is April 1st. It's April Fool's Day. I haven't played any pranks on anyone.
Give me
Hey, did you hear?
What?
You didn't hear
No.
from your principal?
No.
He said that all the kids, because of the co-virus,
Yeah.
they have to repeat the grade that they're in next year.
Why?
So you guys, you're not going to go to 2nd grade, and Tay-Tay's not going to go to 5th grade. April Fools!
I'm gonna
That's a good one. Hold on. There you go. I'm just kidding. You don't have to. Hey, you're stepping on comics, girlfriend.
I'm gonna kill you.
Don't say that.
I'm
Jeez
not
Louise.
gonna kill you.
Anakin.
I'm not panicking.
Are you going to do digital comics since they won't ship for Diamond in a No. I'm not a digital comic guy. I want it on paper. I want it on print. I know this is old, but do you have the Hasbro Combiner Wars Devastator, and what do you think about it? Order one. It was cool. It felt a little hollow, so I would prefer like a third-party Masterpiece scale one, but it was nice. It looked great. It looked great on a DTOF, and it looked great on top of a DTOF. Let's see. I can't believe I slept till 1:30. I got 4 minutes left, guys. How the hell have you been? What's up, Cody Spring? I always miss your live shows. This is a milestone that I caught you live. I'm glad you were able to catch this live. Unfortunately, I only have 4 minutes left. I've been trying to start it right at 12 noon Central Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Was it 10 a.m. West Coast? So, and I'm doing a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Let's see. Disney Marvel 4K Steelbooks are $15 to $20 at Best Buy. Right? Meow. Thank you, BJ Bonstall.
Ew.
Excuse me, girlfriend.
Ew.
How the tables have turned. Cincy is the youngling now. Let's see here. What up, Cincy? What Hot Toys do you have coming next, if any? The next one that I have, I gotta not touch my face. The next one that I have is, I think Qui-Gon Jinn. I think that's the next one that I have that's supposed to ship out next. I think that's the next one. I can't think of. I didn't order Krennic. I know that one's shipping soon. I didn't order Captain Marvel. That one's shipping soon. What do you think about wearing a mask if you go out from now on? Better safe than sorry. I wear rubber gloves when I go to the store. I have to pick up some groceries for my mom. I know they're probably not going to protect me at all, but oh great. Your connection is unstable. Please wait while we try reconnecting. Am I back? I think my thing's blipping out. I just got your connection is unstable. Did you pre-order any of the Endgame Hot Toys? Not yet, Mega X Studios. I've decided that I'm going to get the big three. So I'm going to get Cap, Worthy Cap. I'm going to get Battle Damage Stank, and then I'm going to get Big Boy Thor. I'm still waiting for BBTS to ship my Black Widow wave. I actually just got the shipping notice from Hasbro Pulse. I ordered Crossbones and Winter Soldier from the Black Widow wave, and those shipped out. So probably next week you guys will see those. I'll open those up. Let's see. What about Super 7 Thundercats? I have all of those on pre-order except for Decrepit Mumra. I decided I'm going to get the big Mumra, the big jacked up Mumra. My wife is laughing so hard at the little one in the background. I did. I'm getting the original 6. Final time we will probably see the original 6 all together. Very true, Montgomery Designs. Depending on how much I like the Black Widow movie, I might get that the ScarJo from that in the white outfit if they do a Hot Toys version, because that might be the last one we see of her. Same here, getting the big 3. Plus, I heard a rumor. I don't want to talk about that. I heard a rumor about that movie and how it deals with future movies, but that's all I'm going to say. And I'm very excited. If that rumor is true, I'm very excited. Cincy, my heart bleeding. All little vinyl record stores closed at the moment. About the problems going bigger and bigger. Are you going after the Motu Origins line? I'm going to pick and choose. I'm going to buy a few of those here and there. I'm not going to be a completist on those. But they do look good. Omega Red and Black Widow. No, I didn't hear that. And I don't even want to say. I'm not going to say it. if you want to know what I heard and you want to be potentially spoiled, hit me up on a message or something, and I'll let you know what I heard. What comes the new Motu line, or when comes the new Motu toy line Origins? I'm not sure when that's supposed to be due out. Art G says, yes, I want to see if Hot Toys will do a final Scarlett Johansson for the Black Widow movie. I was holding off the Endgame version. Omega Red and Falcon Winter Soldier. I didn't hear that.
Daddy.
Yes.
It already been an hour.
I know. Good call. I was just about to say that, but thanks for keeping an eye on it. It has been an hour. And what are you doing?
I don't know.
It has been an hour. And I appreciate you guys all being here, guys and gals all being here. 69 thumbs up, 70 thumbs up. Thank you for whoever just did that. 146 people strong. And I have to sign off. I'm sorry. If you joined late, I will be doing this again Friday. Join me at noon Central Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Mountain Time, 10 a.m. Pacific Time. We'll do this again. I'll go over what I just got here, this box. Let me know if there's something in the cases that you want to see up close. I'll do what I did with this Magneto here. Just let me know. Let me know in the comments if after this thing publishes. But thank you guys. I hope you're all doing well, staying busy, staying sane, staying stress-free, staying well-fed, staying healthy.
Staying virus-free.
Staying virus-free.
I know it's bad.
But that's it for now. Thanks again, guys. You want to say anything, P-Dog, before we go?
No.
No. Okay, well,
Peace.
peace, guys. You guys are awesome. Adios.